All right, so I think I found the perfect spot to take over this little section of grass and turn this into one more raised bed. But here's the dilemma. How do we figure out just exactly what to grow in this spot? I've been watching it most of the day today, which I've spent more time watching the grass grow now than I ever have before. But in watching this little spot today, I found out that it gets the most sun all throughout the day. At about 3 o'clock, this big pear tree in the back over here sends just the right amount of shade over this little section that I think will actually be beneficial. So, gardening 101. Pick the right spot and then pick the right plants. So the key is to make sure that in an area that you want to plant, that you can actually have good, what are called growing degree days, which means that there's the optimal amount of sun for the most amount of time to get the most efficient and effective growth out of your plants. So I've determined, not very scientifically, but I've determined that this little section is going to have the largest growing degree days for my yard. So, pieces of gardening that are challenging. No one site is like another site, even here in my own yard. The 2 beds I put in yesterday, those are beds that will actually be for cool plants because they encounter more shade throughout the day. But we'll get into that at later points. So, first things first, pick the spot that you're going to grow in. I had a few people ask about growing in pots, so I will do a quick little snippet on that a little bit later once I get my soil delivered and we can talk about pots and what you can grow in pots. And you can actually grow quite a bit in pots and eat lots and lots of food throughout the year. So, just as a side note, I've got a couple of red flowering currants in my yard, which are also fantastic for bringing in hummingbirds early in the season. And a little bit later, this will actually have actual currants on it, so I can have a sweet treat throughout the summer and next fall.